White Rose Saddlery sponsored Yorkshire Area Club race. Just a fairly steady gallop as they head towards the first of the 18 fences. The Highlander was very prominent, along with Mister Splodge, followed then by Rumble of Thunder, Which Way to Boogie. Irish Anthem came next in the field. Mangan's Turn just gone past that one. Grandturgeon racing in 7th position then. Boyne Bangkok is in 8th as they take fence number 2. Cottage Oak and Rosie de Burley whipping them in as they make their way towards the 3rd fence. And a fairly steady gallop it appears to be with the Highlander and John Dawson making the running. Rumble of Thunder giving chase up the inside. Mister Splodge in his red cap, fairly handy too. Which Way to Boogie, not that far away as they race towards us. Rosie de Burley a little bit detached from the others. Fence number 3. The Highlander to Mister Splodge and Rumble of Thunder. Mangan's Turn was next in the field, followed in the centre by Which Way to Boogie. Irish Anthem. Grandturgeon is landing in about 7th place then, in front of Boyne Bangkok. Cottage Oak and Rosie de Burley already bustled along by Elliot Brooksbanks. So they're about to gallop past us, and the Highlander in the yellow cap, in the yellow colours with a quartered cap, jumped that one really nicely with Mister Splodge and Rumble of Thunder sharing 2nd place as they make this turn to race towards the 3 fences along here. Back in 4th place then is Irish Anthem and Which Way to Boogie, who's followed then by Grandturgeon and Mangan's Turn, jumping fence number 6. No change in the order. Oh, nearly lost Cottage Oak there, whose rider Joe Hart was airborne for a few strides, lost her pedals and desperately trying to get them back before they arrive at the open ditch. So over the open ditch, leaders the same as before, and the back to Rosie de Burley has finally gone past one, and that's still the stirrupless Cottage Oak. So making their way well down this side on towards fence number 8, and it's the Highlander with Rumble of Thunder and Mister Splodge giving chase then from Irish Anthem, Grandturgeon, Which Way to Boogie and Mangan's Turn. They're the front 7. A little break then to Boyne Bangkok, and then the back pair, Cottage Oak, whose rider's got a stirrups back, and Rosie de Burley well adrift, the latter named pair from the others, jumping the fence at the bottom of the course. And again the Highlander dictating matters, in fact just sharing the lead there, that fence with Mister Splodge. Rumble of Thunder close up in 3rd, Which Way to Boogie and Grandturgeon are 4th and 5th, followed by Irish Anthem and Mangan's Turn. Then this break to the others, Boyne Bangkok, who's all alone, and another 5 or 6 then to Cottage Oak. And Rosie de Burley, who is having to be driven to stay in the race as they head towards fence number 10. The Highlander enjoying making the running, jumping beautifully, and just only about half a length in front then of Mister Splodge in 2nd at this next one. In 3rd, Rumble of Thunder and Grandturgeon sharing 3rd place. Irish Anthem in the red cap is racing in 5th place. Mangan's Turn is next. Which Way to Boogie with the cheek pieces up the inside. And a break to Boyne Bangkok, Rosie de Burley and Cottage Oak. But the Highlander leads them the fence in front of us by just about a length or so. The rest of them are all jumping okay. So they're making their way down the side of the course, and they have a further 7 fences left to jump in the White Rose Saddlery sponsored club race. And the Highlander, the favourite, in front, 3 parts for length to Mister Splodge in 2nd. Rumble of Thunder landed 3rd. Grandturgeon in 4th, followed then by Irish Anthem. Which Way to Boogie's under pressure then back in 6th place then. Boyne Bangkok is following that. They jumped the open ditch for the final time. The leading half dozen were over it okay. Mangan's Turn is losing ground. Rosie de Burley has never been at the races, and Cottage Oak is well behind. So they head then towards the 4th from the finish, and it concerns Mister Splodge and the Highlander at the head of affairs, closely followed by Grandturgeon in 3rd place. Then comes Rumble of Thunder, Which Way to Boogie, and Irish Anthem. And they're being followed then by Boyne Bangkok, who's made some headway, been a little bit behind the others up to this point. Which Way to Boogie's tailing off. Mangan's Turn's well behind. Rosie de Burley and Cottage Oak have no chance. So they head towards the 3rd from the finish here, and they're over at the leaders, and it still remains in front. Grandturgeon now has come to the front, so Grandturgeon has swept to the front here and leads on by 2 lengths as they enter the straight to the Highlander in 2nd, then Mister Splodge in 3rd, and they're a long way ahead now of Irish Anthem. Then comes Rumble of Thunder and Boyne Bangkok. So out in front, Grandturgeon, Alex Edwards looking for a quick double here this afternoon as they near the 2nd from the finish. The Highlanders keeping on well in 2nd, but just at the 1-pace gallop. Here we are, 2 out. Grandturgeon over, 3 lengths in front of the Highlander in 2nd. Then Mister Splodge 1 pace, and the rest of them really won't be able to catch these leading trio, I wouldn't say. The final fence now, Grandturgeon looks tired, led by 2 or 3 lengths. The Highlander will stay on, but hasn't got much time to catch the leader. Grandturgeon from the Highlander, and they go close home, but Grandturgeon goes on to score here. Quick double for connections. The Highlander in 2nd, Mister Splodge will finish in 3rd, Irish Anthem in 4th, Boyne Bangkok finishing in 5th place then from Rumble of Thunder. Looks as though he needs 4 miles. And then behind those comes Which Way to Boogie from Mangan's Turn, and finally Cottage Oak.